Welcome to the official Carla Grace Art Studio. This has been a rather big project because we have built every single element in this studio ourselves. It's been 10 years in the making, and I am going to show you around the place and tell you about the project from start to finish. So first we obviously had the design, and the space that we are in right now is a shed that we have cladded to be a functional studio that is not only efficient and organized, but is also beautiful. So let me show you all the little things that I love about my studio, and I'll tell you about the whole process as we go. So first up, we've got the painting corner. This is my painting corner where all the original art happens. It's where I film, it's where I spend almost every day working, and so it is one of the most important corners in the studio. I have a dead space in the studio where I've got doors going into the back of the shed as well as into the workshop and bathroom. So I use that space for all the chaos with the filming and the lighting and the easel and all the little bits and pieces that I need in order to make the artwork. I also have easy access to the sink, to the coffee, to the snack fridge, as well as all the art materials that I like to store in the drawers right there next to me. The countertops are the wood look rather than the genuine wood because I'm dealing with a lot of chemicals and a lot of fluids, and when I spill paint or anything like that onto the countertop, I know it's not going to stay in it because it'll wipe off straight away. When it came to assembling all the cabinets in this whole studio, I kind of did it all at once and then pieced it together based on the design. The instructions were clear and there was a wonderful logic to all the cabinets. They all follow the same logic. So as soon as I understood that, I was away, and the cabinetry was really easy to put together. So let's go on to my next favorite part of the studio, which is my moving kitchen islands. This kitchen island moves wherever and however I need it to. I needed a space that was dynamic, that could transform depending on what I needed it to do. So to have an island that I can literally transform depending on what I need is an absolute joy. All I needed to do was assemble the cabinetry, flip them upside down, join them together, and then use structural framing timber on the base to join them together and secure it. I then measured the distance between the structural timber, the caster wheel, and the kickboard, and I gave it about a 3 to 5 mil gap so that when it's moving over the surface of my floors, any change in the level won't affect its ability to glide. And so its clearance as well as its movability has made it an absolute dream to have in my studio. I can transform the space however I need it. Another incredibly important part of the studio is my tutorial filming corner. And so what I've got here is a little bit of a happy accident. This countertop as well as the cabinets on the bottom weren't in the original design. I have an island that is not only functional as an island but also as a desk that I can work from. So the countertop extends past the size of the cabinet, which is great. Push that back when I'm finished and access anything that I need. Even this whole island is on caster wheels and can move around depending on how I need it. And the space can change on any given day for any given event, and it's perfect. So let's go and talk about a very special cabinet that I put together with my dad, who I hadn't seen in 4 years, who loved helping me put this one together because it is a little bit different to what you can get off the shelf. Tucked away in this pantry unit is a very unique little adaptation I made to the cabinets. I do something with my finished paintings that not a lot of artists do. I create a dust bag. I needed my sewing machine to be something I could put away and not have to fuss over when it comes time to bringing it out and using it. So we adapted the pantry unit, put hinges on it that would go all the way out, and put a countertop on the inside so that when it came to sewing and creating the dust bags, I could do so easily. Just simply plug it in, do the sewing, put it away, and then it's done. Last but not least is probably the most boring part of the studio. This is where all the office work happens. This is a mirror image of the studio painting corner, and I wanted that so that there was a symmetry to the space. But the symmetry to the studio was a little bit tricky to enforce because of the different needs of the space. So we simply created an open space for leg room, for doing office work and other bits and pieces. And we had some open shelving in the middle to cater for the random sizes of the cabinets and the needs of the space. I am absolutely thrilled with my cabinetry, and I love that it gives it a homely effect. The Alpine cabinet doors are a perfect finish, and they match with the VJ panel as well as the overall farmhouse feel that I want it to have. And it has an overall simple, clean, minimalist, but organized feel to it. And this is exactly what I wanted in my studio. It came together beautifully, and I am just absolutely thrilled with how Kaboodle was adaptable and overall just really durable with what I wanted it to do. So thank you to Kaboodle for being a great team to work with and for having a really great design. I look forward to using Kaboodle in other areas of my home and studio with the workshop coming up. I hope that you enjoyed this little video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye for now.